Remember when we talked about RAID? If we went outside of the RAID controller and we went to the individual drives and we said, here, let me take this drive out and I'll do a disk duplication. And let me take this drive out and do a disk duplication. And we'll just keep on pulling them out and making copies. We're actually getting all the information. But can we reconstruct it at this point? And unless we have the exact same RAID controller and the exact same configuration and a known configuration, it's almost impossible for us to achieve that. So we have to figure out a way to acquire RAID disk drives. And you're going to need at least the capacity. So size matters here, and that's going to be very important. And if you're going to choose any tool from any vendor out there, ask yourself, can it deal with RAID images? Can it help me to reconstruct? Can it split the data into multiple sections so that if I don't have the right size drive on the other side, if I've got 4 2-gigabyte drives up here, can I split that across 8 1-gigabyte drives down here to actually get it done? Or terabyte drives, sorry about that. So we do have RAID recovery tools. There are very few of them. Guidance software Encase is the one. That's why a lot of people choose it, because it takes care of those issues where we're in large storage area networks and it can acquire this data for us. Okay, a lot of times people say, well, what's the best practice for acquisition of any of our data whatsoever? And I wanted to sum this up by saying you need to go back and read the IOCE's definition of best practices there. And it's very loose, it's very open, but it means that we can all understand what you're doing. And the other big thing is follow the chain of evidence, because if we don't acquire correctly and we don't validate with some sort of hashing tool at the moment in time of acquisition, it's very unlikely that all of our hard work is going to be accepted by the court if we have to go to them. If we're going to prosecute somebody, we really need to have a lot of great evidence behind us and protect that evidence all along the way in the chain of custody. So that's the best practices on acquisition of data from drives.